fuel tank to the boosters on the launch pad.
So we got plans. If everything works as planned out, after we eat dinner, we're gonna do this one. I gotta do another stream after we do dinner. After we eat dinner here, I'm gonna do another stream. But I still can't believe we're actually ready for it. I mean, they closed him down 3 years ago.
It's not
I
premium.
didn't know that.
It's handmade.
I mean, he died in 13, but wow, this guy had dealerships all the way up to Alaska.
Pro quality. Harbor Freight understands your job depends on reliable tools. That's why we're committed to. If you need the better car, Pussy Cow.
If you grew up here in Southern California, you knew Cal Worthington and his famous commercials. The iconic car dealerships once dotted Southern California, but that's coming to an end tomorrow. KCAL News' Joy Benedict sat down with Cal's grandson to talk about this end of a very special era.
Oh, I remember Seal. Oh,
Is a jingle that lived in our
Ooh.
hearts and minds for decades.
aw.
Cal Worthington opened his first car lot in the 1950s in Los Angeles, changing the way cars were sold. But after 70 years, the Worthington family has now sold its last dealership.
He wanted to be the most successful car dealer in history.
Do you think he was?
Most successful one I've heard of.
Nick Worthington is Cal's grandson, and he took over the family business when his grandfather passed away almost 10 years ago. This Long Beach Ford dealership was the last featuring the Worthington name.
How do you think he would feel about his last dealership being changed?
You know, he wouldn't like it. He wouldn't have done it, frankly. I mean, if he would have lived forever, he would have been a car dealer forever.
What is your problem, baby boy, huh?
Part of who he was.
Cal Worthington was born in Oklahoma in 1920. A child during the Great Depression, he never graduated high school and piloted planes for the U.S. Army Air Corps during World War II. After the war, he started fixing up cars.
Put them in front of the post office. No one was buying them. Started pitching to people as they were walking to the post office. Sold the cars right away. Oh, maybe I have a talent for this.
In its peak, the Worthington name flashed on 29 dealerships from Texas to Alaska. But it was his commercials that made Cal a household name.
You don't get mad at me. My goodness, I'm not a Chevrolet dealer.
Whether he was licked by a bear, kissed by a camel, riding an elephant, or riding a tiger that was riding an elephant, the king of cars always had a pet, and they were all named Spot.
What did happen to all those animals?
They stayed with their owners. Yeah, he never owned most of the animals that he worked with.
So it wasn't actually his dog Spot.
No. Maybe a random horse or goose or something like that, but no elephants running around the ranch or anything like that.
Worthington continued shooting new commercials every Monday until he passed away at the age of 92.
I grew up in Southern California. I remember the commercials, Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. It's like an end of an era.
It is part of everyone's childhood, and as long as it's alive, our childhood's still alive, and has that much time really passed. Is this really the end of that era? And unfortunately, it is.
Worthington says after his grandfather passed away, it was hard to maintain the business.
He was a legendary showman and business person, so yeah, you lose your also, you'll see an impact.
And even though this dealership will no longer bear the Worthington name, his family hopes you remember the jingle and the man with the cowboy hat.
I don't remember seeing the fish ones.
Want to go see Cal?
Grandpa would say, "We love you," and I'll say thank you, and thanks for coming to see Cal.
Oh, I remember that video.
Joy Benedict, KCAL News.
I don't remember the fish ones. So 3 years ago, they shut down the last one 3 years ago. Wow. So what we're going to do, we're going to eat dinner. Then we're going to do a couple other things, but we are going to do that one thing. Let me see what we're going to do. Yeah. When? In a little bit. But right now, I'm not going to worry about it until later on anyways.
because there was only one way of.
When I get dinner made and stuff, then we'll work on it. But yeah, I got some stuff I want to work on. Well, tomorrow.
Traffic in this new industrial zone?
They're remodeling our warmer, which is making me pissed off. I should stay at the zoo. Well, we got a car show coming up in 2 days, so that's good. And tomorrow we got the Amazing Joe Circus episode 9. So we got 2 things happening this week.
From trash to treasure. That was the belief of this planned destination big box retail center perched on the hill in Garfield Heights, Ohio. With a view of downtown Cleveland, the City View Center encompassed 50 acres of land, and back in 2006 was planned to be the area's new retail and commercial mecca. The only problem was, it was built on a garbage landfill.
Even the Walmart closed down.
Holy shit. Jesus. Oh my God. This is insane. It's not too often that you see an abandoned Walmart, but this is a physical representation of the very moment things began to go wrong here.
U-Haul just dropped what they're calling their biggest truck ever, a 29-foot long Peterbilt, and there's no CDL required to drive this truck. So that's driving the internet absolutely crazy. But here's the thing, I'm a 4th-generation household goods mover. So when I heard this truck was 29 feet long, that sounded odd, and it really didn't make sense to me. So I dove into the specs, and I wasn't surprised to find out that I was correct. This truck is not really 29 feet long. And that's not even the most interesting part of this whole story, because quietly, without anybody noticing, U-Haul has seemingly broken up with Ford, a partnership that has lasted decades. And if you know anything about it,
They worked with Ford and GM for years. They've been working with Ford and GM for years. Why would they break up with Ford and GM? Why would they break up with Ford? I mean, you have to work with Ford for years. I don't know why they get rid of Ford.
Wait, Gemini and Chrome. Which of these is close?
What's that, YouTube channel?
Right.
I wish I.
This might be the one. I should get a parrot.
You should not get no animals.
Who cares about bikers? We do. Many of our lawyers and staff ride. That's why our
I don't know. We never had no flooding.
We're totally broken down. We are trending on Facebook.
This is me and my brother Colby. And growing up, we loved the SpongeBob movie. And I just had the craziest idea.
What if we built the Krabby Patty from the SpongeBob movie?
Right now, we're going to a golf cart junkyard to pick up the cheapest thing they got. So after a long drive, we got our golf cart. Then we picked up our engine. Now the plan's pretty simple. We just got to put this motor inside the golf cart. After this, the motor will be completely.
Besides, I'm gonna do some stuff, make dinner right now, and I'm gonna do something else. I got an idea coming up, so I can't tell you guys what it is, but tomorrow is Amazing Just Circus episode 9.
For this build, we're going to start with a simple 4x8 sheet of plywood as our floor. There's a couple rules with this build. 1, we can't spend more than $1,000. 2, it has to be removable. And 3, it's gotta be big enough.
Not right now.
Next, we're going to start framing the lower
I
wall.
should do that too, but I'm not gonna do that. That's not important. The pizza. Hmm.
3 weeks ago, I posted a video where we turned a 40-foot school bus into my and my girlfriend.
No. It's because I gotta take my seat into the oven.
I still can't believe that it hit 10 million views in under 3 weeks. And ironically, the video wasn't really about the bus. So at the end when we finished it, I didn't get a good chance to show you everything we did. Because believe me, there is so much to explain and show you. In this video, I'm going to show you a detailed tour of this bus, along with all kinds of stuff we didn't include in the main video. I'm going to be answering questions, taking you for a drive, and basically just showing you what it's like to live in this thing. The first thing is this bus is massive. So we raised the roof 40 inches, which gives us a total height of 13'6". That's the legal limit. Any higher than that, we have to get an oversized permit to drive. Lifting a bus roof is a really big task. You know, you got to go around and cut everything open like a can opener, and then take this.
Okay.
All these brackets in place, and now ready for the 2x6 outside van.
I wish. Someday, Tyler. I know. I'll worry about it later, but yeah, I got plans. We'll make pizza tomorrow. Love you, man. Love you.
With a remarkably delicious taste and friendly ingredients, Hello Toothpaste makes every day yay.
It's no secret that houses have gotten expensive. And as a kid from the early 2000s, I always expected I'd just buy one. But even if I had the money, I wouldn't want to pay $1 million for a house built in 1964. So in this video, me and my brother are building the ultimate tiny house. Not for $50,000, not for $20,000, but for $6,000. And for me and my brother, our whole process started when he picked up an old trailer. You've got to be kidding me. It was $500 I had. Now, as it sits, the trailer is 13 feet long, but our house is going to be 16 feet. So we're going to add some metal to make it longer. Wow. Now we got a pressure washer where you can get a good coat of paint on. Dude, that trailer looks awesome now. Ready to start building the base? Oh yeah. So in this house, we want a full-size bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, and living room. With all these demands, we're going to use 2x4s to make the base as wide as we legally can. It'll give us about 8 feet.
Okay, so we're gonna do it. In a little bit, we'll do it, but yeah, this is gonna be something exciting.
The next step is for us to go ahead and fill in all of these little holes.
Then tomorrow, the grand finale. We're gonna have a shocker tomorrow, I bet. We've been waiting 2 to 3 months for this, so this is gonna be a shocker.
For insulation. That's why we made these such a tight fit.
Nope, oven. So tomorrow we're gonna do it in.
And finally, our subfloor.
I can't believe tomorrow's episode 9. Tomorrow for the Mason District is episode 9. So if you watch the whole series, episode 1 through 8, right now is 3.5 hours. The whole series right now is 3.5 hours. You have the Mason Circus. You're gonna be putting like what 4.5, maybe 5 hours altogether of Mason Dale Circus. Out of those 9 episodes. 3 years, 9 episodes. Oh my god.
At 9 feet tall, the first wall seemed ginormous, but the second wall was 10.5 feet tall. Now time for our last full-size wall. The next day, we added a section on our front wall to make it a bit higher for that second story I was talking about. Then we can start framing out our roof. Dude, that was incredible. You did the whole thing by yourself. I'm on the camera, so I can't help it. After the roof part itself was installed, we went around the perimeter of the house to make an awesome overhang. And in my opinion, this is the key to making a house look amazing. All right, time to put plywood on the roof. You may have noticed earlier in the video when we put up a wall that really wasn't much of a wall. The reason for that giant opening is because we needed a little bit more room to fit our full-size bathroom. So we made an extension. Next, we put on the Tyvek. This is basically waterproof paper that acts as a final barrier between the water and the inside. For our siding, we just went with 4 by 8 foot wooden panels because these are pretty cheap and really easy to put up. So the only way we can afford to put such big windows in our house is to make them ourselves. So we got several sheets of custom cut glass, and we're going to start building frames around them. Now, we've never really made windows before, so the way we're going about this is probably okay. To To start, we're taking treated 2x4s and cutting a notch for the glass to sit in. Then we cut them all into pieces to make frames that will hold our giant panels. Then we slip the panel down and it would stick up about 3/4 of an inch past the top.
Easy, easy. God, this is gonna look awesome.
That way we could put the cap on, screw it all together, and it would never come apart. Now, if we wanted to buy windows like this, it would cost thousands of dollars. But since we made them ourselves, the total for the glass and the wood was under $400.
Oh, let's go. Okay, let me go inside.
Remember when we were going around the perimeter of the roof with wood? Well, now it's time to put up the soffit.
How's that look right there? God.
Dude, we can't do it yet.
What? We gotta run wire. Do we need can lights?
So what we're doing here is running wire through our soffit, where later we can install exterior can lights. It'll make the house look like $1 million.
Wow, this is gonna look beautiful.
Dude, I know. Even though the windows we added earlier are huge, they still won't let any light into the upstairs master bedroom. So last minute, we decided to give that room some windows.
Oh, let's go, dude.
The house was starting to look pretty good, but up close you can see there's a lot of cracks, screws, nails. The corners are all messed up, and it all needs covered up. So in the shop, me and Colby got to work on our next step.
Now it's time for trim. How's that? Fine.
Now, you might not have guessed it, but Colby and I saved hundreds of dollars here. We could have bought pre-made PVC trim for this, but because we used so much, it would have cost $1,500. Whereas our trim just cost $160 and some extra time. So the trim is done. Believe it or not, it took us 2 days to do it. We ended up using 3,000 nails and like 10 tubes of liquid nail to get all this trim on. The house was starting to look great, but if you notice, the roof is still pretty bare. And before we could put anything on the top, we have to first put fascia on the front.
Hell.
To do this, we got a roll of aluminum and actually cut and bent it ourselves.
So ready? I'd eat dinner. It's 6 o'clock right now.
Only does this make the finish look amazing.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna worry about that later.
Ever touching the wood.
So after the evening, we're gonna work on that.
And with the aluminum fascia installed,
But yeah, we're gonna do it in about 5 minutes. But yeah,
I also make sure to screw it down really good because it will be moving down.
I might not do what I plan on doing. I might not. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking, do I want to do it or do I want to play some games today? I don't know yet. Because I got work today.
Apply for a new place from any place. Just a single click. out the place.
So, about 8 months ago, me and my brother built a tiny house.
Yes, it is our tiny house.
And although the house looked great, here's how the video ended. The house is empty. And since then, this house has been sitting in the backyard, waiting for something to happen to it.
It is finally time to finish our tiny home. 2 of the tires are completely flat, but we're just gonna yank it out and start working on it. Before we can do anything in here, we gotta know our layout. So the first thing we're going to do is take this measuring tape and figure out where everything's going, from the kitchen to the toilet to the bedroom.
While Colby and I are working out our layout, I'm going to explain to you just how insane this build's going to be. This will be a fully functional house, meaning we're going to have a refrigerator, full-size appliances, a washer dryer, literally everything you'd find in a real house, just closer together.
Okay, Colby, let's do this.
To start, we framed up the second story, which would eventually be the bedroom. While the room directly below it is going to be the bathroom.
Oh, dude, you totally missed.
Yeah, really? With the framing for the bathroom and bedroom done, we now had to figure out a way to get up in the loft.
Behind me, you'll notice that the loft is pretty high. We're going to try and fit a staircase in here with these boards.
The problem with the staircase is that beneath it, there has to be room for a couch. And on the other side of it, there has to be room for a refrigerator. To pull this off, me and Colby built something kind of halfway in between a ladder and a staircase. You can see this leaves plenty of space for a couch and the refrigerator.
Dude, what is up with that? This looks amazing. Try it out. Oh, it's so strong.
With all the framing done, it was then time to move on to electric.
We're going to need a lot of these.
Hey, Mike.
I have a problem. I have finally moved back to Japan, and this is my only mode of transportation. It is loud, crusty, uncomfortable, and it makes all sorts of noises it probably shouldn't. And although it works great at
Is that the new Honda Civic?
Let's go with that.
Liam Wildish has a one-track mind as he winds his way through busy roads across the UK.
And I'm driving along with kind of like an owl and my head's all over the place.
He's always on the lookout
That one's filthy, so we could get that.
and driven by dirt. Good grooming goes beyond the barber chair. Find the latest tools, hair care, and everyday essentials to elevate his routine.
Yeah.
And looking sharp on his schedule. Shop his favorite brand.
What's up, guys? My name is Jake. Welcome to Abandoned, episode 16. This is the show where we talk about some of the coolest abandoned places in the world. So there's always been one place in the whole world that I've been really interested in. It's a perfect example of the classic American suburban mall, and that's the Rolling Acres Mall.
No.
So the Rolling
Tomorrow.
Acres Mall is
Yeah?
located in Akron,
Love you.
Ohio, developed by
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Next, Cary Grant and Torrey.
Wow.
Next, Cary Grant and Torrey. Plow on.
The last time we did the Alaska special, we got a lot of fans from Alaska writing in saying we missed a classic myth.
Tell me more.
The myth is that a couple are driving down a road on a dark, snowy night. The visibility is horrible. They swerve out of control, crash head on into a parked snowplow on the side of the road.
But this is no ordinary crash. Instead of just crumpling into a wreck, the car splits all the way down the middle, from the front to the rear, in a perfect bifurcation.
And both walk away from the crash.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a crazy crash concept that's no joke. A car plows into a plow and is split right down the middle. But could a snowplow really bifurcate a car? It's a myth that's full of problems, starting with this one.
Well, for this myth, we need to do some pinpoint accurate crash tests using cars smashing into snowplows. But there are no crash test facilities that we can use in Alaska.
All right, so how are we going to test this one?
Well, our researchers have come up with an amazing location. It's beautiful, it's snowy, it's in Wisconsin.
Well, ultimately, this is a great Alaskan myth, but if we have to go to Wisconsin and test it, then so be it.
All right, well, if that's the case, I think the first thing we need to do when we get there is look at some snowplows. I mean, let's face it, from California, what do we know about snowplows?
In an odd start for the Alaska special, the team head to Wisconsin instead.
Oh, there it is. Snowplow Nirvana.
Now, it isn't Alaska, but with plows aplenty, Burt's Trucks is the perfect place to start.
We may not have. Crab fishermen walk around here. Can't see rushing from our back porch, and there's no moose freely walking the streets. But what we do have here is a lot of snow and snow plows. And that's our first step. We got to get us one of those.
And that's a process bringing back bad memories for Grant.
So last time we used a snowplow, it was a cursed item. There was a curse of the snowplow. This time, I fell down immediately after getting out of the car. This does not bode well.
Snowplow of death was a myth cursed from beginning to end. But that's not what's bothering Tori.
I'm not so concerned about the curse as I am about these plows. For this to be even remotely possible to get one of these cars to split, we're going to need a wedge-shaped plow.
Tori's got a point. These flat scoops are miles off the myth. But after hunting high and low...
Turn it on! Turn it off, turn it off.
Nothing.
The team strikes gold.
Now that is the plow we're looking for. Dude, if anything is going to split that car, it's got to be this.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is perfect for our myth. And what makes it perfect for our myth is the geometry of the blade. Not only does it have this sharp axe edge, but it's got this really thin blade right in front, which is just like presenting a knife edge to a car. And that's exactly what we need to split our car right down the middle.
And there's more behind this plow than just the blade.
The great thing about this is not only do we have this magnificent blade, but we have this huge weight of a truck behind it, which means the car is going to be hitting a completely immovable force. Basically hitting a giant immobile axe.
Immobile axe is right.
So it looks like this snowplow is perfect for a myth. There's one little thing. It doesn't run, so we're going to have to get it towed out to the test site.
Well, that sucks. I mean, we come all the way out here and we don't get to drive one? How'd you feel if we took one for a spin?
Yep, because this myth just wouldn't be complete without a gratuitous...
You assholes.
Get everyone in with iPhone 17 Pro. stay connected with AT&T.
They made it. We got this, guys. Come on.
Get iPhone 17 Pro on us. You're eligible trade-in.
Today, we're going to be recreating and tasting 100. I was the first verifiable person in the world to sleep overnight inside of a Tesla Cybertruck. And it's just not comfortable. It's the most uncomfortable.
In this video, I'm going to build the world's first watertight house.
It's too dangerous to get inside. It could actually burst at any moment. Major fail.
Today is day one of
At exactly 14 minutes past 9, the lorries turned up. And then, using our massive knowledge of HGVs, we set about explaining why we bought what we bought.
So, May, which one's yours? Scania, B94. It's, this is the sleeper cab, which has got the extra bit on the back where you can sleep. We also did
Mom,
the
we love you.
cab, which didn't have that bit, so you couldn't sleep in it.
Pizza tonight. Hi, pizza.
It's the. What colour is it, Jim? What have you got there? A lorry. What sort? The big one. Well, clearly, that is a Renault.
And what makes this one interesting is that the cab sits on top of all the engine. So it has a flat floor. And that means
the floor's flat.
It's easier to fit the carpet. Come on then, Hammond, show me what you've got.
I have this.
What is it?
It's an Earth.
This was hopeless. So we resorted to our lorry crib sheets. Has yours got?
Is all this just my lorry? Let's be honest.
12-litre straight six. Go.
11 litres. I mean, it's not as big, but it's still pretty big. 9 litres. But, well, the thing is, all right.
This is just by
I think yours is tiny.
It is ridiculously small.
That's a caterer of the lorry world.
Yes, right.
That's
And
a
the
caterer.
point of that is,
Well, there's bound to be a speed
you
test.
think you're lightweight.
It's a load of
11-litre lorry.
Yeah.
No, not that. In less developed countries, such as Australia and America, people like to decorate and personalise their lorries. You will now go away and do the same. Once our lorries had been redecorated, we were told to meet at Top Gear's secret Alpine test location in Bedfordshire. Richard had tried to make his lorry look more American by fitting a bonnet, which was actually a dog kennel. James had gone for a gay and friendly Indian look, and I hadn't. Damn it. So, time for the next challenge. Okay, you must now demonstrate your lorry driving skills by power sliding your trucks around, I presume it is that skid pad.
What's the point? You can't power slide lorries anyway. Technically, you can't power slide anything.
Well, to prove that it's possible, you will now watch a demonstration by our tame racing driver. Some say that his favourite all-time tune is Forever Autumn by Justin Hayward, and that he has the world's largest collection of pornographical material. All we know is he's not the Stig, but he is the Stig's lorry-driving cousin. He's got the lorry driver's son.
Oh, son, yes.
He's really as big as American Stig. Yeah. Rick Stig climbed into his tuned man and set off. That's just fantastic.
Wow. Let's do that. 10th, 12th. 18 years.
Run for your lives! Run for your lives! So, James, what do you reckon? You can do that? Piece of cake. Gingerly, we hit the skid pan. Now, you see this strip I've put here, I can't really see where I'm doing.
Take it outside line, second gear, high range.
Now, power sliding, it's easier to car turning, no power on. No, that's not going as well as at home. Here we go, slide! Come on, you're a racing truck, this is what you should be good at.
My dick on. I'm going to do what it's supposed to do.
Turn on my own bonnet.
Should do it or not?
There's the answer. That didn't work, so I gave it more welly. And that really didn't work. No! Yeah, I'll do some of that.
Doesn't work. Meanwhile, Renault.
Come on! Spin! Ah, yes! Ow! It's this lorry driving, it turns out is quite a lot harder than I thought. You haven't tried your leg as well? Yeah, the gear lever's gone up my arse. Right, okay.
After the gear lever has been removed from Jeremy's bottom, we move on to the next challenge.
Lorry driving feet. I've lost the suspension link, it's just come off.
And your leg.
No, the lorry. You will now drive to Millbrook